And we're here with Kelli from Parisians Pure Indulgence, and we have changed our names a couple of times, right? Because Kelli's been pivoting her business several times since she started. But I'm Veronica Jeans. I'm an e-commerce coach and a best-selling author. Right now, my book is called Shopify Ladies. I'm so excited about it. So, Kelli, we're going to be talking about how you started your business, what you're doing, why you got into it, and I'm really interested in how we worked on the rebranding of your store, because that was a huge deal with you, right?
Yeah, it was.
So why did you get into this business?
Well, Veronica, I have been in the beauty business now for 30 plus years. When I started Parisians Pure Indulgence, I had been in it for 20 years. I worked in a very high-end salon in Los Angeles as a manicurist. And I start talking, we're going to talk about pivoting. I know I started in 2004 seeing a change in my industry. And in that change, I wanted to be able to create something for my manicuring clients that was special, that was an experience. Because what was happening is we were seeing a lot of what I call cheap and cheerful salons popping up all around. And yeah, I mean, that happened about 15 years ago. And so I knew at that point, I needed to take a pivot, offer something better to my clients. When you go into a beauty salon for your hair, you're going to get the best products used on your hair. And you can buy them there. Well, the products that were being offered to manicurists were they weren't good products.
No, they
weren't.
They
were cheap and they did, a somewhat decent job, but I knew I could do better. I wanted to create a spa manicure. And so I knew that part of doing that was great customer service. The other part was wonderful products. And but products that didn't just feel good for 5 minutes while you got your nails done, things that were just really of better quality. And so that's kind of where I started studying. That's where I took a pivot. I started studying natural ingredients before it was really the thing to do. My company is a organic skincare company. I take a lot of pride in the fact that our ingredients are clean, but our products are super effective. So back to why I did it, I started to notice that clients were coming in. I would see 100 women a week.
Wow.
And men and women. And the women were all kind of telling me the same thing. I can't use this line. I can't use that line because it makes my eyes water. It makes my skin turn red. And I start to realize, well, there's a reason for that. And I want to find out what it is. And I did. The reason, and I'll just share it now, the reason most people have allergies to products are because of fragrances, artificial fragrances.
Exactly, I don't use any fragrances. I agree with that.
Yeah, and your skin looks great. Anyway, but it's more, feeling great. A lot of brands were very popular back then that were, you'd go to the department store but those were the brands that my customers were coming to me and saying, Kelli, do you have anything better? Backing up, I started off with a sugar scrub that I made myself. It's a sugar scrub that I used in my manicuring for my manicuring clients. It's still my number one seller.
Wow.
And of the body care line, and it's still my formula and my baby. So that's where I started to make that transition, was when I started studying ingredients for that. That's when I knew, okay, I know what this is. I know this is a preservative. I know this is a fragrance. I know this is just an emulsifier. It makes the product creamy, but it doesn't do anything great for the skin. So anyway, I'll stop talking.
No. And I mean, you're segueing right into the next question is,
Okay,
and you're
what's the
really
next question?
passionate about it, is why you
I
started it,
am.
right? Why you started it. And this
I
is
was
the,
the kid, Veronica, at 14 that was babysitting and using my babysitting money to go buy skincare
you're
products and makeup.
kidding. No, you're
14
kidding.
years old. So
No.
this has been going on for
Yes.
quite a while. Anyway.
So yeah, so I as a kid, I used to play boss. So I would tell everybody else what to do, and it was always business. Always business. I had a hotel. I don't care what it was. I was always selling stuff and writing those invoices. But if we get back to what you're selling and how you got into this is when I met you, you were still on 3D Cart, and then I did a couple of changes on your website, and you would not.
No, a lot of changes.
But then you was not selling a lot online, and I mean I think the big pivot for you was when you actually rebranded, because at that stage you were doing things from home and those stickers weren't sticking and it was just not the right image you wanted, right? And then you just said, okay, I'm going to start putting money into this business and I'm going to go for it, right? So that's when you actually investigated the labels, how to put the labels on, having new the bottles are different and much classier, and we did
better packaging, in general across the board.
Actually and we actually have an expert coming to talk to us about packaging as well.
Oh really?
Yes. So we had a complete revamp, a website. We moved to Shopify, which was amazing. And you had, and we'll talk about one of your challenges you had, but so that for you was the beginning of where you started really concentrating on selling online. When was that? That was about 4 years ago?
6 years ago.
Six years ago.
2014.
My goodness.
Can you believe it's been that long?
Oh wow.
6
Yes.
years ago.
Wow. Yeah.
I was
And we've
thinking
learned
about
so
that
much.
too.
We've learned so much. So you actually now are using a manufacturer who does it according to your recipes and then ships it out, right?
My formulator, that's what we call it in the natural skincare world. I have a formulator who we consult, and we come up with the product. She has the ingredients know-how. I have the ability to tell her what women are looking for.
Oh wow!
Because I'm constantly talking to women. So so I have my products made for me. Yes.
That's amazing, because I used your first products and I'm using your products now. There is a huge difference when you actually go into manufacturing to make your products, so you can actually price your products accordingly as well. And our price has changed as well. And I say we because I've known you for such a long time, right?
Yeah, you're part of my world.
So I mean, the prices went up, and you're still really doing well. And so the next question is what would you? So you would pivoted, and so what was the big challenges that you had to overcome?
Oh gosh, the challenges that I had to overcome in the pivot were my own wanting to keep my business small enough to be personal, because that's really important to me. Customer service is extremely important to me. My clients know they can contact me, and I give them all kinds of ways to contact me.
Yes, exactly.
So, the pivot and the challenge was, I also take a lot of pride in the fact that I don't have debt from my company.
Yes.
And so, it's always a challenge when you're trying to work in a certain budget.
Yes.
And if I could, do something differently, I would probably be a little bit more of a risk taker and have gone ahead and gotten a small business loan or something like that. So I could have thrown more money into things like SEO and, just develop. I'm really good with product research and development. That part I've got down.
And you've added more products to your line as well as you were going along, right?
Well, that kind of comes with my whole philosophy in life about pivoting and about reinventing yourself and constantly learning. I believe, it's just my own personal belief, that we always have to keep growing in our area of expertise,
Yes.
and maybe
Yes.
even in an area that might just be a good fit with it. For
Yes.
example, last year I went back to school at 63 years old and became a
Yes.
certified aromatherapist.
Yes.
And that, I'm going to tell you, that was hard.
Yes.
It was hard studying.
I know, right?
I did
know.
30 case studies
Yes.
and essay questions and reports. It was a big study, and I completed it, did very well, and then that kind of gave me the pivot and shift into essential oils. I became the certified aromatherapist. Now I offer essential oil blends because it's a good fit for my business. My business isn't just about what we put on our skin. My whole business model is about wellness.
Yes.
Wellness and health, good health, and that went along with it. Essential oils and the benefits of essential oils went along with that whole philosophy.
Yes. I am selecting cameras. I'm mixing cameras. That's technology. So then what you did is we launched the products and we went ahead, and you also added CBD, right?
Yes.
Yes, but that was before the aromatherapy. You added
that
CBD.
That was right before the aromatherapy because it kind of went hand in hand.
Yes.
CBD, I now formulate a custom blended product with essential oils and CBD and wonderful carrier oils that are so good for our skin.
Yes.
That was a part of why I went ahead with the aromatherapy certification, is so that I would understand which oils are good for the skin. And yes, CBD is not only good for the skin. We know that it's great for inflammation. We know that it helps with pain management. And so there's, CBD was another one of those kind of natural fits in the whole wellness.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. But there are challenges selling CBD. But first we're going to talk about our first challenge was selling natural organic skincare. So there's that organic part that, is it the organic or the natural that you're not supposed to mention?
Oh, organic, you can use the word organic, but you cannot say your products are certified organic unless you have that certification.
Yes.
And my facility, my manufacturer is a certified organic facility. So I can say organic, and my products have at least, most of them have 70 to 80% of organic ingredients in them. But the biggest challenge is not that, it's to not make claims that you can't prove with testing.
Exactly.
With, having extensive testing.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And CBD is one of them. We know the things it's good for, and we can, in a way, say it, but I can't tell you. If you have this problem, you should use this. I can't do that.
Right?
We're not allowed to do that. So you have to be creative.
And exactly. I mean, even on Facebook, showing the before and afters not allowed. If you're showing a skincare before and a skincare after,
frankly, I'm glad about that because most of it was bogus.
Exactly.
I mean, we all know what can be done with lighting, with certain apps, Photoshop that take, we know, we've all done it.
Yeah, but we try to do two types of nails. The horrible state of a nail and what happens if you use your nail stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can't even do that anymore.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore. And then and CBD is no on Facebook and Instagram. You can't. I mean, CBD
I got my
literally
hand slapped.
Yes, we got into Facebook advertising jail, but we're way over that now. But so the next thing is so here's the thing: is what would you do today if you started again? I mean, a horrifying thought after so many years, but what would you do if you started today differently? What would you do differently?
Okay, I would not. Here's what I did wrong in the beginning. I tried to be everything to everybody. That means when my customer came in and said, Kelli, do you have something for such and such? Well, 2 months later, I did. I would research it, talk to my formulator, and then I would have it. And even to the point of, because I have a large male clientele in my manicuring business, I created a men's line.
Yes.
Well, hey, men know about good skincare, but if you're going to do that, this is what I did wrong. I created a whole line for men, a whole line for women,
Yes.
body care, facial. I had too many products.
Yes.
It was too much. If I had only had a men's line and focused only on that, that would have been great. There's a lot of very successful companies doing that. But my point is, don't try to be everything to everybody. Start with a small core group of products you really believe in and slowly add. I quickly added. And you get stuck with too much inventory and too much money's going out for packaging.
All the photos, packaging,
marketing.
Excellent,
right, all of it.
Yes, and people don't remember because you're not one of the big guys. I mean, they can't remember you, so you have to be specific about what they remember you by. And I mean, you have the most amazing reviews as well, which are extremely difficult to collect from any customer, right? So I mean, that's what makes your little store, online store, successful as well. But you do sell retail as well as online, right?
A little bit. I really focus on my online business.
Yes.
I sell retail to my clients that I still do in my little studio. There's another pivot. I did a pivot this year.
Yes.
I pivoted my manicuring business away from a salon into a home studio so that I could do both businesses better.
Yes.
So, so I do sell retail to my
your
clients.
Customers. Yeah. I think is exactly, I mean, this whole situation we're in is where we had to really rethink about our business, but you had to do it 6 years ago, and I mean, not as long as 2 years ago, and now again, is I think we have to be very active in looking at our businesses and saying, okay, so how can we improve it, and what's the path forward? So this is brilliant. I'm so glad we had this chat, and glad to have you on. And again, Kelli is at parisianspure.com.
Indulgence.
That's
true.
We changed.
We shortened it because that was too long to type out. That's one of the changes we made, thanks to Veronica.
So parisianspure.com, and Kelli, you have something special for us today.
Yes, I am going to offer anybody watching this video a special code to use if you would like to go to our site and try any of our products. First-time customers, a 15% discount on any purchase. And I will give you the code. It's Veronica. So that should be easy, right?
That
Veronica.
should be brilliant. That's brilliant.
15% off, and I hope that you'll give our products a try. I think you'll see the difference.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Kelli, and thank you for popping on with me. I'm so excited about this, and thank you for watching. And Kelli will be in the group answering some questions. If you have any questions about skincare or what she did or what she didn't do, she will be in the group answering any of your questions. So thank you again for watching us. Bye.
Bye-bye.